Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is a second video of my diecast haul. I made the previous one for all the diecast that I was able to buy in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. And this one is the diecast cars I was able to buy when I visited Singapore about 2 months ago. It's not as vast as the Malaysian or Kuala Lumpur diecast haul, but this is what I could get at a reasonable price. All right, once again, this is not a unboxing video. I'm just doing a review of my diecast haul from Singapore. Hopefully in the coming weeks and months, I'll try and get through all these in some sort of series. The reason I only have a few from my Singapore trip, guys, is I don't know why. I know it's a very beautiful country, very clean country. People are down to earth and friendly and everything is good, multicultural, a lot of food and everything, but stuff is expensive in Singapore, guys. Malaysia was good, very economical, very reasonable when it comes to food and traveling, but Singapore, you just couldn't and didn't want to waste money on basic things. Groceries expensive, eating out was a nightmare, so expensive. And even with diecast cars and hobby shops, they were expensive as well. I've only been to a few in Singapore because I was only there for like 3 or 4 days. So there was like Sis Diecast in the city. There was House of Diecast Collectors. It was a gentleman trying to sell Hot Wheels and other diecast cars from his house. And thank God he's open till the wee hours in the morning, like say 11 p.m. to 3 a.m. or even 10 p.m. to 3 a.m., depending on his work shift, I guess. But very friendly people, down to earth, same like Malaysia. I mean, there used to be one country in the past, but politics and any other reasons, they got separated, but now it's an independent country. It runs or controls the economy in Southeast Asia. It's the one of the top and number one airports around the world, pretty clean. And there's a lot of traffic for people visiting from the States, Europe, coming into Australia or Asia. It's called the hub. So yeah, let's look at what I managed to get my hands on in Singapore. I love everything diecast, guys, so I love buses as well. And I managed to grab this one 1:110 scale Singapore double-decker bus. It's beautiful. Expensive once again, but I wanted some memorabilia for my trip. Being a diecast collector and a hobbyist, so I purchased this one. Hopefully I'll do the unboxing somewhere down the track. Then I got this. This is a new brand that I just found out probably 5 or 6 months ago. It's called Tiny, but it's actually called Tiny HK. So it's Tiny Hong Kong. I'm guessing it's based in Hong Kong, now mainland China. And they do a lot of double-decker buses. I think this one's 110 scale as well. The next bus I found was the same Tiny HK brand, CMB Leyland Victory. I'm guessing it's Mark II. Next one I picked up is a Dennis Trident Alexander Airport coach. Pretty detailed, guys. Then there's the Tiny HK KMB Dennis Jubilant, Hong Kong. I guess we all know Hong Kong was part of a British colony until they got given back to China. I think it was late 90s, if I'm correct, or early 2000s. So they pretty much have similar style of things, like when you compare it to the UK. And there's a fair bit of double-decker buses in UK on the streets, so Hong Kong has to have double-decker buses as well. I haven't been to Hong Kong yet, but I've seen videos, and I like Hong Kong thanks to Bruce Lee. So hopefully one day I'll get there, but those streets are crowded with street vendors, restaurants, barbecues, and of course, double-decker buses. Next one is a KMB Volvo B9 TL, right? And that's part of Tiny HK release as well. Then I've got this KMB ADO Enviro 500 MMC. And looks like this one is another brand. It's not Tiny HK. Okay. Oh, it's KMB HK. All right, the last bus I got my hands on was this beautiful double-decker bus with Coke livery or Diet Coke. It's 110 scale as well, 1:110, and just a beautiful masterpiece. Comes with a solid display case, and this one's Tiny HK as well. Then I found this solo Formula One car in a place called Mustafa. It's like 5 or 6 floors spread across 2 different buildings. And they've got everything, guys. Your snacks, your food, your groceries, your spices, your jewelry, your watches, your souvenirs, your keychains, you name it, they have it. It's very famous around the world, Mustafa Market in Singapore. They've also got electronics. And I managed to find this beautiful Alfa Romeo Formula One car with an amazing livery and color scheme and detailing. So I had to get it. And also recently I got my hands on some Formula One cars, 6-packs that were being sold in Costco. They're just fantastic, guys. Same Biburago brand. And they've done a beautiful release for collectors around the world. It's 6-pack of various Formula Ones, from the early releases to the most recent ones. So I ended up getting Red Bull, Jaguar, Red Bull, Mercedes-Benz, and Ferrari. That's for another day. Then I found a couple of shops, I think downtown as well. One's called D-Hive, and that was beautiful. They had a very good collection of cars. Sadly expensive, but quite exquisite and very well displayed shop as well. You can look it up, D-Hive. I found this, I missed out on the exhibition they had, Diecast Expo, last year. It was like 2 or 3 months prior to my visit. But I guess you can't have it all, but luckily they still had some pieces. This one's a Mercedes-Benz G63 AMG 6x6 Core exclusive in gold. It's a 1/64 scale and looks beautiful and magnificent. The next one I found in D-Hive was a Matchbox Japanese series or Japan series. It's one of those FJ Cruisers, Toyota FJ Cruisers. I kind of like the color scheme, so I ended up grabbing it. Then I also found, in the same store, D-Hive, I also found these two. The Car Culture Mercedes-Benz 1994 AMG Mercedes C-Class DTM touring car. Being a car culture, don't have to stress about spending time trying to detail it because Harpers does a good job already. The other one I found was this beautiful Nissan 300ZX Twin Turbo, part of Car Culture Modern Classics. They also had another one in red, but this stood out for me because with the contrast you can see the headlights, blinkers, as well as taillights. But when you look at the red model, the taillights kind of blend into the color, so you can hardly see the contrast. So I ended up picking up this one. Okay, moving on to the last three. These happen to be one of my favorites. Greenlight Collectibles service vehicles. First one I picked up was a 1977 Dodge Monaco. I think this one's been used in the Terminator movies, if I'm correct. It's got the siren lights, license plate, blinkers, awesome livery, and overall a great release from Greenlight Collectibles. Next one I picked up from the same store was this Indy 500 2022 Chevy Tahoe. And if you look at the rims, the rubber tires, beautiful grille, the logo, the side mirrors, just a fantastic release from Greenlight. Okay, last one from the Singapore Diecast haul video is this beauty, 2020 Chevrolet Silverado, Narbeth Ambulance Special Operations. This one is just simply superb. It caught my eye when I was browsing through the 1,000 cars they had on display. It's got the nice Chevrolet printed in the front on the grille. It's part of Greenlight's First Responders release or series. Pretty detailed. There's no plastic headlights, it's all painted, but it's Greenlight and they do a good job. Doesn't matter glass or plastic or paint. So I had to get it. My Greenlight collectibles collection is growing bigger every day, guys. Probably got like 45, 50, or even 60 of those now. That's all we saw, guys, today. Singapore Diecast haul. 3 Greenlight collectibles. Couple of car cultures, Hot Wheels. A Matchbox FJ Cruiser. A Mercedes-Benz diecast, a green double-decker bus, Singapore double-decker bus, a Formula One Alfa Romeo, a Diet Coke livery double-decker bus, and some more tiny HK double-decker buses. I know, guys, I've mentioned Singapore is quite expensive, but still do visit it. It's very beautiful, very clean, very scenic. People are very friendly and down to earth. So expensive though, but I would still highly recommend you guys visit it if you get a chance and if it's part of your plans in the future. Thanks for watching, guys. As always, stay blessed. God bless you all. If you like the video, please do like and subscribe it. I'll see you guys in the next video.